Hey guys, Hiker Boy 16 here. I wanted to tell you something. I want to tell you how God provided me my job. Now, you know, with the way the job market is, it can be very difficult to get a job, and most of the jobs I've had are seasonal or temporary, and so I had trouble finding work because of how the job market is, and partly because of other circumstances in my life. Now, God did provide me a seasonal job at the Salvation Army as a bell ringer, and most of the time I was ringing in front of a Vons in my city, and God used that to show them my work ethic. I was there for a couple months, and I didn't have any prospects of jobs after the Salvation Army, and a lot of times when I would try and get jobs and go on interviews, I would remember the words of the song "Whom Shall I Fear? God of Angel Armies" by Chris Tallman. I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of Angel Armies is always by my side, and it is important to remember that God is always with you, and He knows what you need. He knows that even the sparrows need to eat, and how much more valuable are we than them. The Bible says that clearly. And so, as I was bell ringing, and it was getting towards the end of the season, I actually had the assistant store manager come out of Vons and talk to me, and he actually told me, hey, what are you going to do after the Salvation Army? I said, I don't know. I don't really have any other job prospects right now. And he said, well, you should apply. And I was like, okay. That was really unexpected. And then I think it was that same day that I had the store manager come out and say, hey, you should apply here if you're not going to be working for anywhere else. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I've had two managers, the two highest people at the store, ask me to apply. And I was like, confirmation comes in threes. So it looks like I'll probably be expecting somebody else. And sure enough, I actually did have another person, an employee from the store, come out and tell me to apply. I think I had one more person actually come as well, which was just like, wow, I was really blown away. I was like, this is God. This is definitely God. And so I did end up applying, of course. And it took a while. And I actually did apply for another job as well. And it was a dishwashing job. And I had started it that day, or a few weeks later, and I hated it from the very beginning. I hated it. So I was like, on my way home, I was like, God, I know you've given this job to me, and I will do the best I can with it. But God, if it's in your will, let me get that Vons job instead of this. And so I called Vons that very day, and they said that all the results and everything had come in, and that they would like to hire me, providing I could pass a drug test. And I said, well, I can pass a drug test. I don't do drugs of any sort, nor will I ever. And so I did that, and I quit that as a job. And this Vons, it has a lot of Christians in it. There's a really good support base for me there, and God is using me there. I've gotten to pray for people in the parking lot. I get to make a difference in people's lives every day. Obviously I don't necessarily see, God, what God does every day, but I know He's moving every day with me there. He's definitely using me, and in fact, that same week that I got hired at Vons, I had like 4 other job offers, and I have never in my entire life had that many job offers, let alone in a few day period. Never. And that was all God. But because because God confirmed the Vaughn's job, I decided to take that. And I do work as a courtesy clerk. And let me tell you, I do like the job. I would like more hours, but sometimes that's how life is. And I know God will provide for me. He always has, and He always will. We just got to trust Him. And it's definitely an experience, and I'm definitely glad to be working at Vaughn's. It's a great Vaughn's to work at, and I'm just blessed to be there. I'm blessed to have, the customers there. They're so nice. I love the customers. I generally don't have any problems with them at all, and the high majority of the employees there, I love to work with. They're great, and a lot of them are Christians. Even at least one of my supervisors is a Christian, and it's great to be able to share my belief with them and get encouragement when I need it. And God's just really blessed me with that. So I want to tell you about that. I know He's got more for me in the future. In fact, I'll leave that for another time. But yeah, so I'm happy to be working there, and God totally provided for me. He knew that I was running out of money, and every time I started running out of money because I couldn't get a job, I would get a job, whether it was seasonal or temporary or whatever. He would provide for me, and it's just great to see Him work in my life and work in the people around me, and see how He affects the customers. It's awesome. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment below. I'd greatly appreciate it. God bless you guys, and be safe.